Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Kennedy Center and the celebration of the Woody Guthrie Centennial. Please welcome to the stage Old Crow Medicine Show.
How'd you do? And welcome to Woody's 100th birthday party. We're going to hear some of Woody's old favorites tonight and some new songs as well, sung by people from all different parts of the country, but tonight on this stage, we're all singing in one band, and that's Woody's band. Well, boys, let's kick it off with a song whose time has come, even if it ain't come yet. Like Woody would say, I'll kick it off and come out here on the Bronco. Oh, there once was a Union maid. She never was afraid of the goons and the geeks or the company finks and the deputy sheriff who made the raid. She went to the Union Hall where a meeting it was called. And when the boys come after her, Lord, listen to what she said. Oh, you can't scare me, I'm sticking to the Union. I'm sticking to the Union. I'm sticking to the Union. Oh, you can't scare me, I'm sticking to the Union. I'm sticking to the Union till the day I die. Was wise to the tricks of the company spies. She'd take the dare, she didn't care. She always organized the guys, and she always got her way. When she asked for better pay, she showed her card to the National Guard. And honey, this is what they say. Oh, you can't scare me, I'm sticking to the Union. I'm sticking to the Union. I'm sticking to the Union. Oh, you can't scare me, I'm sticking to the Union. I'm sticking to the Union till the day I die. Yeah. Now listen. to be free. Take a little tip from me. You guys to get you a man who's a union man. You can join the ladies auxiliary because married life ain't hard if you got that union card. And the union life is a happy life if you got a union life. Oh, you can't scare me. I'm sticking to the union. I'm sticking to the union. I'm sticking to the union. Oh, you can't scare me. I'm sticking to the union. I'm sticking to the union. Till the day I die. Let's sing it again. Oh, you can't scare me. I'm sticking to the union. I'm sticking to the union. I'm sticking to the union. Well, oh, you can't scare me. I'm sticking to the union. I'm sticking to the union till the day I die.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Jeff Daniels.
From the writings of Woody Guthrie. This is our country here as far as you can see, no matter which way you walk or no matter what spot of it you stand on. When you have crossed her as many times as I have, you will see as many ugly things about her as pretty things. You hear whole gangs of travelers and settlers arguing about her, what she is, how she come to be, and what you're supposed to do here. You'll hear some argue that she is so beautiful, you were supposed to spend your life just feeling her pretty parts. Sucking in her sweetest breezes and tasting her fairest odors, looking at her brightest colored scenes. Well, I would say that gang has the wrong notion. There are some bunches that'll tell you she's all ugly and dirty, and that there's nothing good about her, nothing free, nothing clean, that she's all slums, shacks, rot, filth, stink, bad odors, loud words of bitter flavors. Well, this herd is big, and I heard them often, and I heard them loud. But I come to think that they too was just as wrong as the first outfit. Because I seen the pretty, and I seen the ugly. And it was because I knew the pretty part that I wanted to change the ugly part. Because I hated the dirty part, I knew how to feel love for the cleaner part. Woody Guthrie.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Joel Raphael.
Happy birthday to Woody Guthrie, 100 years. The song's called A Ramblin' Reckless Hobo. Hobo left his happy home, wandered away from his parents dear to ramble and to roam. His father warned, his mother prayed, his sweetheart begged him stay. But none could keep this reckless boy from rambling far away. I see him down in a railroad town, his head hung down in shame. A bottle of rum to end his gloom, he sets in a gambling game. His life is filled with crime now, his thoughts go back to home. And all the ones who begged him not to ramble and to roam. Upon a moonless midnight, he robbed a traveling man. The jury gave him 21 years in a jail near Birmingham. His father's advice, his mother's prayers, his sweetheart's tears were vain. But they never knew what became of him, 'cause he never rode home again. these words I'm telling you. Never forsake your loved ones or the parents kind and true. Remember wherever you travel, wherever you may roam, that you'll never find what you left behind, your loved ones and your home. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome family friend and my friend, Jimmy LaFave.
I've been doing some hard traveling, I thought you'd know. I've been doing some hard traveling way down that road. I've been doing some hard traveling, hard rambling, hard gambling. I've been doing some hard traveling, Lord. I've been riding those fast rattlers, I thought you'd know. I've been riding those flat wheelers way down the road. Blind passengers, dead enders, don't you know I'm picking up cinders? I've been doing hard traveling, Lord. Some hard rock mining, I thought you'd know. Hey, I'm been laying on the pressure till way down below. Well, hammer flying, air was sucking, 6 feet of mud, I'm still been mugging. I've been doing some hard traveling, Lord. And I've been doing some hard harvesting, I thought you'd know. North Dakota down to Kansas City and away down that old road. Cutting that wheat, stacking that hay, trying to make me just $1 a day. I've been doing some hard traveling, Lord. Yeah, I've been doing some hard traveling, I thought you'd know. I've been doing some hard traveling way down that road. I've been doing some hard traveling, hard rambling, hard gambling. I've been doing some hard traveling, Lord. Yeah, I've been doing some hard rambling, hard traveling, hard gambling. I've been doing some hard traveling, Lord.
All the way from Scotland by way of Ireland, please welcome Donovan.
Hello, hello. Yes, I'm from Scotland, and as a boy my father was a unionist. He read me the poems of Robert Service. Robert Burns and W.H. Davies. So I learned a little bit about what the struggle was all about. But it wasn't until, cross-legged in England in the folk club, I was sitting before the great rambling Jack Elliott. He didn't know me then, but this was how I learned the Woody songs, listening to Jack. And so tonight, different from any other you will hear tonight, I'm singing a song that I recorded in 1965 from the Woody Guthrie children's songs. And this song is called Riding in the Car. Take me riding in the car, car. Take me riding in the car, car. Take me riding in the car, car. Riding in my car. I wanna sit in the front seat. I wanna sit in the back seat. Front seat, back seat when you're riding in my car. The engine goes vroom, vroom. The engine goes vroom, vroom. The engine goes vroom, vroom when you're riding in my car. Where the horn goes beep, beep, beep. The horn goes beep, beep, beep. What a horn goes beep, beep, beep when you're riding in the car. I wanna sit in the front seat, said a kid. I wanna sit in the back seat. Front seat and the back seat when you're riding in the car. So a lot of these songs of us singing along, wasn't it Woody that invented the words? Hootenanny, you wanna try? And here comes the chorus. Take you riding in the car, car. Take you riding in the car, car. Hey, take you riding in the car, car. Riding in the car. One more time. Take you riding in the car. Riding in the car. Woody Guthrie, Washington, D.C. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Rosanne Cash with John Leventhal.
What an honor and a pleasure to be here. I ain't got no home, I'm just roaming around, just a wandering worker. I go from town to town, and the police make it hard wherever I go. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. My brothers and my sisters are stranded on this road, a hot and dusty road, a million feet have trod. A rich man took my home and drove me from my door, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Was farming on the shares, always I was poor. My crops I laid into the banker's store. My wife took down and died upon the cabin floor. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. A mind in your minds, gathered in your corn. I've been working, mister, since the day I was born. Now I worry all the time, like I never did before. 'Cause I ain't got no home in this world anymore. It's mighty plain to see this world is such a great and funny place to be. Oh, the gambling man is rich, the working man is poor, and I ain't got no home in this world. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. If you gather round me, children, a story I will tell about pretty boy Floyd, the outlaw. Oklahoma knew him well. It was in the town of Shawnee on a Saturday afternoon. His wife beside him in the wagon, and into town they rode. There a deputy sheriff approached him in a manner rather rude, using words of anger, and his wife she overheard. So pretty boy grabbed a log chain, and the deputy grabbed his gun, and in the fight that followed, he laid that deputy down. So he took to the trees and timber to live a life of shame. Every crime in Oklahoma was added to his name. But many a starving farmer, the same old story told, how the outlaw paid their mortgage and saved their little homes. Others tell you about a stranger that come to beg a meal, and underneath the napkin laid $1,000 bill. It was in Oklahoma City, it was on a Christmas Day. A whole carload of groceries come with a note to say, well, you say that I'm an outlaw, you say that I'm a thief. Well, here's a Christmas dinner for the family's own relief. As through this world I've wandered, seen lots of funny men. Some will rob you with a 6-gun and some with a fountain pen. As through your life you travel, as through your life you roam, you won't never see an outlaw drive a family from their home.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Washington, D.C.'s own Sweet Honey in the Rock.
Thank you, thank you. We are so honored to be here this evening to help celebrate the 100th birthday of Woody Guthrie.
Father alone will know all about it. Father alone will understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. I've got to know, yes, I gotta know. Hungry lips ask me wherever I go. Comrades and friends all falling around me. Yes, I gotta know, yes, I gotta know, gotta know. Why do your warships sail on my ocean? Why do your death bombs fall from the skies? Why do you burn my farm and my house down? I gotta know, friend, I gotta know, yeah. What makes your boats hardened to my people? Nitro blockbusters, big cannons and guns. Why doesn't your ship bring some food for my people? Yeah, yeah. I've gotta know. Oh, I've gotta know. Well, I gotta know. Yes, yeah. I gotta know. Hungry lips ask me wherever I go. Comrades and friends all falling around me. I gotta know, yes, I gotta know, gotta know. Why can't my two hands get a good paying job? 'Cause I can still plow and I can still sow. Why did your law book taste me off of my good land? Oh, I'd like to know, yeah. I gotta know, gotta know. You keep me in jail now, and then you lock me in prison.
was for. Tell me what made your cops skip. My union trade worker. You have to talk to me now. You see, I gotta know. Talk to me. I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know. Come on, y'all.
Hungry lips ask me wherever I go. Comrades and friends all falling around me. I gotta know, yes, I gotta know, gotta know. Said I gotta know, yeah, I gotta know, gotta know. Well, I gotta know, yes, I gotta know, I gotta know, I gotta know,
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lucinda Williams.
Okay, this is the first time I've performed this song. A few months ago, Nora Guthrie sent me a set of, another set of lost and found Woody Guthrie lyrics, and asked me if I wanted to try putting some music to it. It's called House of Earth. I guess it's the main subject of the song is a prostitute who's basically is the teacher for the man and saying, I can teach you things that you can then share with your wife. Very progressive, modern viewpoint. So I guess it's clear that Woody, besides being progressive in other areas, was somewhat of a sexual libertarian. Come to my house of earth if you would like me to. Give your old time feelings back. Come here to my house of good rich earth if you would like me to teach your wife a thing or two. Come here to this illegal place for choice and teach your wife the way to grow new boys. I'll take you by your hand and show you worlds of those same feelings that grow pretty girls. I'll wash your feet a couple of times a day till all your old time sorrows melt away. My house of earth is the richest land in town. I pity those dead ones that at me frown. So come to my house of earth and learn its worth. Green folded bills to learn of birth. I'll kiss you inside such odd and natural ways. Your wife found out that kissing pays. 2 times a day I wash you in my tub. 10 times a day I'll pat your skin and rub. My house of earth runs down with wine and rum. Lots of different ways here you can come. And if you do come, I'll be glad to see you. And if you don't come, I'm glad you don't need me. I'll furnish red-hot kisses and the home that wakes up sleeping sickness in your soul. Thank you, Woody.
Please welcome to the stage the legendary Judy Collins.
Oh, my God. Oh, I wish I could sit out there and listen to this whole show with you. Isn't it fabulous? Oh, my God. Of course, Woody wrote about everything. He wrote about his life. He wrote about love and about politics and about unions and about the river, you know. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. And he wrote songs about, I think this was for Arlo. I woke up in a dry bed, Daddy, come see. I woke up in a dry bed, Mama, take a peek. I woke up in a dry bed, dry feet and a dry head. I am a big boy now. It's a mighty hard road that my poor hands have hoed. My poor feet have traveled a hot, dusty road. Out of the Dust Bowl and westward we rode. And your deserts were hot and your mountains were cold. California, Arizona, I harvest your crops. Then it's on up to Oregon to gather your hops. Dig your beets from the ground, pluck your grapes from the vine, to put on your table at light. Sparkling wine. I worked in your orchards of peaches and prunes, slept on the ground in the light of your moons. On the edge of your cities you see us, and then we come with the dust and we're gone with the wind. Green pastures of plenty from dry desert ground, from the Grand Coulee Dam where the waters run down. Every state in this union, us migrants
always we ramble this river and I. All along your green valleys I will work till I die. My land I'll defend with my life if it be, for my pastures of plenty must always be free. It's a mighty hard road that my poor hands have hoed. My poor feet have traveled a hot, dusty road. Out of your dust bowl and westward we rode, and your deserts were hot, and your mountains were cold.
Tom Morello and the Freedom Fighter Orchestra.
This is a revolutionary love song. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Night is here again, baby. I'm stretched out on my bed, seeing all kinds of crazy notions running through my head. I need a progressive woman, I need an awfully liberal woman. Ain't no reactionary, baby, can't ease my revolutionary mind. One hand is on my pillow, one hand is on my head. I see a million nightmares running round inside my head. I need an anarchistic woman, I need a brick-throwing woman. Ain't no reactionary, baby, can't ease my revolutionary mind. If I could only make you see, babe, how I ache and pain and bleed, I know you'd come a-running if you blistered both your feet. I need a nature-loving woman, I need a social conscious woman. Ain't no reactionary, baby, can't ease my revolutionary mind. See me here, baby, broke out in salty sweat. No matter where you go, I know you never could forget. I need a progressive shipmate, I need a liberous nature lover, I need an open-minded mama to ease my revolutionary mind. I ain't no lumping proletariat, I ain't no petty bourgeoisie, but I'm gonna be a cold corpse if you don't run here to me. I need a weather underground woman, I need a Zapatista woman. Ain't no Fox News watching female can't ease my revolutionary mind. If you're a Republican or a Democrat or a White Hood Ku Klux Klan, no use to ring my doorbell, 'cause I'll never be your man. I need a union working woman. I need an Occupy Wall Street woman. I need a Woody Guthrie loving woman to ease my revolutionary, ease my revolutionary, ease my revolutionary mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ani DeFranco, Ry Cooder, and Dan Gellert.
We'll sing you that song, Deportee. The crops are all in and the peaches are rotten. The oranges piled up in their creosote dumps. They're flying you back to the Mexican border to pay all your money to wait back again. And my father's own father waded that river. They took all the money he made in his life. My brothers and sisters came working fruit trees, and they rode that truck till they took down and died. Yes, goodbye to my one, goodbye, Rosalita. Adios, mis amigos, Jesus, Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deported. Some of us are illegal, some are not wanted. Our work contract's out and we have to move on. 600 miles to the Mexican border. They chase us like outlaws, like rustlers, like thieves. Yeah, and we died in your hills, and we died in your deserts. We died in your valleys, we died on your plains. We died neath your trees, and we died in your bushes. Both sides of the river, we died just the same. Oh, goodbye to my one, goodbye, Rosalita. Adios, mis amigos, Jesus, Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deported. The sky plane caught fire over Los Gatos Canyon, a fireball of lightning that shook all our hills. Who are these friends who are scared like dry leaves? The radio says they are just deportees. Is this the best way we can grow our great orchards? Is this the best way we can grow our good fruit? To fall like dry leaves and rot on the topsoil, to be known by no name except deportee.
Adios, mis amigos, Jesus, hey Maria. You won't have a day when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deported. Yeah, all they will call you will be deported.
Mr. Ry Cooder and Mr. Dan Gillett.
Please welcome back to the stage Jeff Daniels.
This one requires it. I hate a song that makes you think you are not any good. I hate a song that makes you think that you were just born to lose, bound to lose, no good to nobody, no good for nothing, because you were too old or too young or too fat or too slim, too ugly, too this, too that. Songs that run you down or poke fun at you on account of your bad luck or hard traveling. But I'm out to fight those songs to my very last breath of air and my last drop of blood. I am out to sing songs that will prove to you that this is your world, and that if it's hit you pretty hard and knocked you for a dozen loops, no matter what color, what size you are, how you are built, I am out to sing the songs that make you take pride in yourself and in your work. Woody Guthrie.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Browne.
It's a great pleasure to be here tonight to celebrate Woody Guthrie's 100th anniversary of his birth. This is my good friend Rob Wasserman. You've seen him come on and off the stage all night, and he's the collaborator on this song. He brought this lyric to me from the Guthrie family, and we set it to music. At the time, they told me it was a song that hadn't been put to music yet. Later, it turned out that it was a letter. Yeah, so we worked on this for a while. I guess the idea was I was going to trim it down and get it down to sort of song length, but it's so autobiographical. It turned out to be about 15 minutes long. And we cut it down. We tried cutting it down every which way, but we finally got it down. We played it on TV the other night. We played it. It's about 4 minutes long. This is a song about the night he met his wife, Marjorie. It's called You Know the Night.
You know the night I met you, my eyes have been looking for you all over everywhere, over low roads, down highways, bald deserts. You know the night, you know the night, you know the night, you know the night. Your eyes have the same shine about them I noticed when I first looked through the wild waywardness. I felt such a warm, friendly, cool, sunny smile that I wanted to look in your eyes for all time. I just felt like you feel when you feel like the angels are curling your hair, and you feel like the devil is scratching your heel. I just felt like you feel when the angels are curling your hair, and you feel like the devil is scratching your heel. This way too when I met you. You know the night I first met you. You know the night. Did you look at me and think, here's this guy that hopes like I hope, and sees the same kind of dreams I see? 'Cause you wondered, I know, if your hopes could find a shape, and the words that we used that work back the fog. Your hopes and your plans for the good of the people, could all of your 101 dreams just as bright as the sun, and all of your wants and your hottest desires find shape in the flow of my talk. You know the night I first met you. You know the night. You know the night. You know the night. You know the night I met you. My eyes have been looking for you all over, everywhere, over the road, down highway, bald deserts. And I felt like you feel when you feel that the angels are curling your hair, you feel like the devil is scratching your heel. I just felt like you feel when you feel like the angels are curling your hair, and the devil is scratching your heel. You know the night. 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 You know the night I met you. You know the night. 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 You know the night I met you.
The Del McCurry Band.
I've sung this song, but I'll sing it again, of the place that I live on the wild windy plains in the month of April, county called Gray. Here's what all the people there say. It's so long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is a-getting my home, and I gotta be drifting along.
The dust storm hit and it hit like thunder. Cuthbert us over, it dusted us under. It blocked out the traffic, it blocked out the sun. Straight for home, all the people did run singing,
so long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is a-getting my home, and I gotta be drifting along.
We talked of the end of the world, and then we'd sing the song and then sing it again. We'd sit for an hour and not say a word, and then these woods would be heard. Singing so long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is a-getting my home, and I gotta be drifting along. Well, the sweethearts, they sat in the darkened day sparks. They hugged and they kissed in the dusty old dark. They sighed and they cried. They hugged and they kissed, but instead of marriage, they talked just like this, singing, so long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is a-getting my home, and I gotta be drifting along. Now the telephone rang, jumped off the wall. That was the preacher, he's making his call. He said, kind friend, this might be the end. You've got your last chance for salvation of sin. The churches was jammed and the churches was packed, and the dusty old storm blowed so black. Preacher could not read a word of his text, and he folded his specs and he took up collection and so long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is a-getting my home, and I gotta be drifting along. Singing so long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is a-getting my home, and I gotta be drifting along.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Mellencamp.
You know, a lot of folks, they like Woody's songs, you know, and they like to sing Woody's songs. But more than Woody's songs, I liked what Woody stood for. Lots of folks back east, they say, are leaving home every day, beating that dust and hot way to the California line. Across the desert, round the road, getting out of the old dust bowl. They think they're going to the Sugar Bowl. This here's what they'll find. Now the police at the border victory say, your number 14,000 for today. Yeah, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, boy, you ain't got the do-re-mi. Well, you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. California's the garden of Eden, a paradise to live in or to see. But believe it or not, you won't find this place so hot if you ain't got the do-re-mi. Yeah. Now if you want to buy a house or farm, you can't do nobody harm. Take a vacation to the sea. Don't swap that old car for a car. You're better off where you are. Better take this little tip from me, 'cause I look through the want-ads every day, and the headlines in the papers always say, well, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, boys, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, well, you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. California's the garden of Eden, a paradise to live in or to see. But believe it or not, you won't find this place so hot if you ain't got the do-re-mi. But believe it or not, you won't find this place so hot if you ain't got the do-re-mi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Ramblin' Jack Elliott.
Take a trip with me in 1913 to Calumet, Michigan, and the Copper Country. Take you to a place called Italian Hall, and the miners are having their big Christmas ball. I'll take you in a door and up a high stairs. Singing and dancing is heard everywhere. Let you shake hands with the people you see and watch the kids dance around the big Christmas tree. There's talking and laughing and songs in the air. Spirit of Christmas is there everywhere. Before you know it, you're friends with us all, and you dance, sing around and around in the hall. You ask about work and you ask about pay. They'll tell you they make less than $1 a day, working their copper claims, risking their lives. So it's fun to spend Christmas with children and wives. Little girl sits down by the Christmas tree lights to play the piano, so you gotta keep quiet to hear all this fun you would not realize that the copper bus thug men are milling outside. The copper boss thugs ducked their heads in the door. One of them yelled and he screamed, "There's a fire!" A lady, she hollered, "There's no such a thing. Keep on with your party, there's no such a thing." A few people rushed and there's only a few. It's just the thugs and the scabs fooling you. A man grabbed his daughter and he carried her down, but the thugs held the door and he could not get out. And then others followed, 100 or more, but most everybody remained on the floor. The gun thugs, they laughed at their murderous joke, and the children were smothered on the stairs by the door. Such a terrible sight I never did see. We carried our children back up to their tree. The scabs outside still laughed at their spree, and the children that died there was 73. The piano played a slow funeral tune. Town was lit up by a cold Christmas moon. The parents, they cried, and the miners, they moaned. See what your greed for money has done. Thank you.
Please welcome Nora Guthrie.
I just want to thank you all for coming and for celebrating my dad's birthday with us. We've been traveling around the country since January, actually. We've been doing concerts all around the country. So we figured we're going to blow out the candles here in Washington. And I would like to thank all of you for coming tonight. I would really like to thank the Kennedy Center. Thank you so much for being here.
This train don't carry no gamblers, this train. Triple dealing Wall Street ramblers, this train. Well, if you catch them with their hands in deep, cast them out and then repeat. This train, bound for glory, this train.
This train don't care no lies. This train. This train don't care no lies. This train. This train don't care no lies. She's streamlined in a midnight flyer. This train don't care the glory of this train.
Well, this train don't carry no smokers, this train.
This train don't carry no smokers, this train.
Well, this train don't carry no smokers,
no poop liars,
small-time jokers. This
train don't carry no smokers, this train.
This train don't care no condoms, this train. This train don't care no condoms, this train. This train don't care no condoms. Wheeler, dealer, here ain't down. This train don't care no condoms, this train.
This train don't care no rustlers. This train. This train don't care no rustlers. This train. Side street walkers to be hustlers. This train bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train.
This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory. Don't carry nothing but the righteous and the holy. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory. Don't carry nothing but the righteous and the holy. This train is bound for glory, this train.
As I was a walking that ribbon highway, saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me.
I've roamed and rambled and followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond desert. And all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me.
When the sun came shining and I was strolling with the wheat fields waving and the dust clouds rolling, the fog was lifting and I was chanting. This land was made for you and me.
I went walking down the starway. I saw a sign there said no trespassing, but on the other side it didn't say nothing. This sign is made for you and me. Land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me.
We'd like to thank you all very much for coming tonight to celebrate Woody Guthrie's 100th birthday. Thank you very much. After we sing This Land Is Your Land super loud, I'm going to give the signal, and incredibly, and indelibly, and inextricably, everybody in this place, front to back, side to side, balcony and septuagenarians included, we're gonna jump the fuck up when I get this signal. Ready to do that, Ramblin' Jack Elliott? Yes! That does not sound like a resounding yes. I suspect that the Kennedy Center might be a challenging venue for this endeavor, but I think you're with me. Are you with us tonight, people? Are you with the spirit of Woody Guthrie tonight, people? Then when I give this signal, we're all gonna jump the fuck up. All right, here we go. Nobody living can ever stop me as I go walking that freedom highway. Nobody living can make me turn back now, 'cause this land was made for you and me. Tell them.
Woody is just Woody. Thousands of people do not know he has any other name. He is just a voice and a guitar. He sings the songs of a people, and I suspect that he is, in a way, that people. Harsh-voiced and nasal, his guitar hanging like a tire iron on a rusty rim. There's nothing sweet about Woody, and there is nothing sweet about the songs he sings. But there is something more important for those who will listen. There's the will of the people to endure and fight against oppression. I think we call this the American spirit.
Woody Guthrie was born in Okemah, Oklahoma in 1912. At the age of 15, with his family broken apart, he hit the road. The Depression and the Dust Bowl had a profound influence on his early writing, and he had a real empathy and respect for the hard-working people that had lost their jobs and their homes. He spent his life writing songs that gave a voice to all people who were left out or left behind, the disenfranchised and the oppressed. He said, "All you can write is what you see." And the music that emerged would forever change the path that generations of songwriters would take.
Some of the worst dust storms in the history of the whole world, I guess, broke loose. That was the big middle of the Dust Bowl. After I was on the highway to California, and every time I saw hundreds and thousands of my relatives and the Okies that couldn't live in the drought and in the dust and in the conditions back down in there anymore. They owed more money to the banks than they could ever pay. So they just packed up what little goods they had and took out down the road.
I hate a song that makes you think you are not any good. I hate a song that makes you think that you were just born to lose, bound to lose, no good to nobody, no good for nothing, because you were too old or too young or too fat or too slim, too ugly, too this, too that. But I'm out to fight those songs, to my very last breath of air and my last drop of blood. I am out to sing songs that will prove to you that this is your world, and that if it's hit you pretty hard and knocked you for a dozen loops, no matter what color, what size you are, how you are built, I am out to sing the songs that make you take pride in yourself and in your work. Woody Guthrie.
I was born in South Carolina, down to Georgia I did go. There I met a fair young maiden, and her name I never did know. I don't want.
Their work is seasonal. It's hard. They're bowed down in poverty, bowed down to the earth. You can see poverty written all over their faces and poverty in their songs.
Won't you take me back again? In her hair she wore white roses, and her lips was rosy red. On her breast
There's strength in this music, too. Strength that made millions of bales of southern cotton. Two races met here in the South. Together they built the South. And together they made a new kind of music.
John Henry, when he was a baby, sitting down on his mammy's knee, picked up a hammer in his little right hand. It's gonna be the death of me. Hammer be the death of me. Hammer be the death of me. Lord, Lord, hammer be the death of me. Well, the captain, he said to John Henry, I'm gonna bring my steam drill around. I'm gonna bring my steam drill out on this job. Hop that steel on down, and I'm gonna hop that steel on down. But the rustlers broke on us in the dead hours of night. She rose from her blanket, a battle to fight. She rose from her blanket with a gun in each hand, said, come all of you cowboys, fight for your land.